Today's subject.
Hello
everybody. You might be wondering to yourself, who is this white boy that just came across my screen? Well, I'll be here to tell you.
Nope.
We can make music sound better, food taste just way better, and can make you feel just better in general, as some people take it for anxiety. What is weed, and how does this plant have just so much power over someone's mind? The most famous one, called THC. When THC enters your body, it attaches to receptors in your brain that control things like mood, memory, appetite, and perception. That's why people might feel relaxed, giggly, creative, or just extremely hungry. That whole entire, I could eat an entire jar of Nutella.
Look at them eating that garbage.
Yeah. The most common ways of consuming THC include things like smoking it, vaping it, and eating edibles with extract in it. Now that I've kind of told you, the bare minimum of what weed is and what it is that gets you high and how you feel and all that, we can finally get into, is weed addictive? Well, yes and no. The cannabis plant itself isn't addictive, but THC, the chemical inside cannabis that causes the high, can lead to dependence in some people.
I need it!
When that dependence becomes a real problem, it creates cannabis use disorder, or also known as CUD, the clinical term basically for marijuana addiction. There's a common misconception that cannabis use disorder does not exist, and that is a myth, as it is addictive. And according to the National Survey on Drug Use and Health in 2024, nearly 7% of U.S. teens and adults met the criteria for cannabis use disorder. Among those aged 18 to 25, this rate is nearly 16%. Research also shows cannabis use can be linked to mental health issues like anxiety and mood disorders. Some people begin using it to cope with stress, trauma, insomnia, or even depression, but over time, this can just turn into dependence. Experts estimate that about 9 to 20% of cannabis users develop cannabis use disorder, especially people who use it frequently or start at a young age. Another challenge with addiction is denial. People struggling with substance use often don't realize how serious their situation might be, and some of the most common things people might say as an excuse include things like the first one, I can stop whenever I want. Many people believe they're in control even after multiple failed attempts to quit. Number 2, it's not a real addiction. The myth that marijuana isn't addictive can prevent people from recognizing a real problem within themselves and finding help, which is why people need to inform and show everyone that it is in fact addictive. Number 3, I need it to cope. Some rely on cannabis to deal with anxiety, stress, or trauma, even if it creates more issues in the long term, and can even backfire by making some people even more anxious. Number 4, and in my opinion, one of the most common ones, is it's not as bad as other drugs. Comparing one substance to something worse can make the problem seem smaller than it really is, and just wholly deflect, dude. If you or someone you know is struggling, support and treatment resources are available, including the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, SAMHSA, the SAMHSA National Helpline. So there you have it. That is going to conclude today's little yap session. So to put conclusion short, Yes, weed can be addictive for some people, as proven in scientific studies. And if you made it this far into the video, I want to give you a massive thank you for making it this far. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, feel free to comment and feel free to criticize. This is my first ever video talking or editing. I'm literally using the free mode in CapCut, so not a lot of stuff going on.